Hello friends, welcome back. My name is Mohsin Mullah, and in this video lecture we are going to obtain the economic load neglecting transmission losses. So here we need to divide the load between different units of a plant, so that we have already seen in the previous video lecture. Just let me recall once again. So here we have seen that the load can be divided into different units of the plant. So for that we need to consider some important factors. One is the efficiency of the plant, and then here we had obtained the efficiency. Then also we need to know the heat rate of the plant. So we have to consider the minimum generating of the plant at which the heat rate is minimum. Then incremental rate. In that incremental rate, particularly we are interested in the incremental fuel cost, which is usually given in rupees per megawatt hour. Okay, then there are different units will have different type of incremental cost, and depending upon the incremental cost, the loading of the plant needs to be done. Okay, so now we'll consider so when we have two different incremental costs, or we have two different costs, in that case how the economical operation can be obtained. So let us take the case of two generation units. Okay, suppose we have two generation units here. Just let me change the view of this to line, so that okay, suppose we have two generation units. Okay, that means in a plant we are considering only two units are there, and those two units are going to have their own requirement for the fuel to produce the required output, or the capacity of the output power they are designed for. Okay, so now consider two turbo alternators operating in parallel. So let me just write few of the lines, because it is required here to understand the derivation that we are going to do. So I'll just write the sentences here. So we'll do the whole derivation like we usually do the theoretical way. Okay, so let me write: consider two turbo alternators operating in parallel. So usually when the two units are operated, the turbo alternators are always operating in the parallel condition to turbo alternators. That is, one unit is nothing but one turbo alternator operating in parallel and sharing the load P1 and P2, sharing the load P1 and P2, and and costing C1 and C2. Okay, C1 and C2. Suppose there are two units, unit 1 and unit 2 in a plant. So here this is sharing a load of P1 and this is sharing a load of P2 out of the total load, and also the cost here for that sharing is C1, and here the cost is C2. Now this is the situation. Okay, so therefore what will be the total input here? The total input the total output here will be equal to the sum of the two individual outputs, that P1 and P2. So that is P1 plus P2, and let me just indicate this as the equation number 1 here. Then the total cost will be, obviously it is going to be C1 plus C2, total cost of the unit, the total plant. Okay, so now for most economical loading of alternators, total cost should be minimum. So let me just write: for most economical loading of alternators, the total cost C should be minimum and it will be minimum when the first differential equation is, and it will be minimum when when the first differential coefficient of when the first differential coefficient of equation 2 is 0 with respect to p1, with respect to p1 is 0. That is, let us integrate differentiate the equation number 2 dc with respect to input p1. So that will be equal to, right hand side it will be dc1 by dp1 plus dc2 by dp2. Okay, so now let me indicate and this value should be equal to 0. This is equation number 3. Okay, so we can rewrite this equation as, or so dc1 by dp1 equal to, by taking dc2 to the other side, so it will become negative, minus dc2 by dp1. Okay, or we can rearrange the terms here by dividing and multiplying by dp2 to the right hand side, so minus dc2 by dp2 into dp2 by dp1. Okay, just to bring the differentiation with respect to p2 also in the expression, so we have divided and multiplied by dp2 here. Okay, so now from equation 1 we can try to write for p2 from equation 1 here, p2 equal to p minus p1. Okay, so if we differentiate this expression, differentiating our expression, we have dp2 by dp1 equal to differentiation of p with respect to p1, as p is constant, so 0, minus differentiation of p1 with respect to p1 is going to be 1, so we are going to get minus 1. So substituting this expression of dp2 by dp1 equal to minus 1 in equation 4, we get, so the left hand side term is dc1 by dp1 and the right hand term was minus dc2 by dp2 into dp2 by dp1, so that is now replaced by minus 1. So therefore dc1 by dp1 will be now equal to plus dc2 by dp2. Okay, and let me just indicate this equation as equation number 6, and this equation 6 is very important relationship between the two incremental costs. So what it says is that for the economic operation of the plant consisting of two units, the incremental cost of both the units should be equal. Okay, then only the overall plant operation will be economical. Okay, so but dc1 by dp1 and dc2 by dp2 are incremental cost of the alternators one and two. Thus, the condition for minimum total cost of operation of two alternators is that the incremental costs of two alternators should be equal. Okay, so this is the condition for economic operation of a plant when it is having two loads, two units to share the loads. Okay, that their incremental cost should be equal to each other. Okay, so this is it for this particular video lecture. In the second video lecture on this particular economic load neglecting transmission losses, we are going to obtain expressions for the power plant which will be operating with the multiple units. Okay, so here we had just obtained the condition for the power plant with the only two units. Okay, so here we had considered the sharing of the power between the two units as P1 and P2, and the costs are C1 and C2. Then obviously the incremental cost will be dC1 by dP1 here. Here for this, if I want to write, sorry. So the incremental cost will be dC1 by dP1, and the incremental cost here will be dC2 by dP2 for the unit 2. Okay, so keeping that in mind, so we had obtained that total say power required is P1 plus P2, then total cost was C1 plus C2, then the condition we need to obtain at which the cost will be minimum. So that condition can be obtained by using the minimum condition, which is nothing but by differentiating the equation with respect to a variable of that plant, which is nothing but the power. So here we had taken the power of the first unit as P1, which is why we have taken dC by dP1. So the total cost with respect to P1. So then we obtained the condition which came as the incremental cost should be equal for both the units. Then only it is going to be an economical operation. Okay, so we'll see the economical operation for multiple units in the next video lecture. So till then, happy learning and thank you.